I need the wrench. We have dentist today, but I wanted to fix this first. And run some errands around the house before we go.
And share another day of my life living in Mexico.
There's also water at the base, so that's okay. Just hold it so when I twist this, it doesn't twist with me. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
If you're new to me, hi, my name is Karen. I'm the one fixing the plumbing, and my daughter is the one helping out. And we've been traveling full time along with my second daughter for the past 6 years or so. And we're currently living in Mexico.
Oh, my wall.
That toothbrush is a cleaning toothbrush. Just FYI, because I thought it was weird it was there too.
Okay, all good.
And in 2 months exactly, we're going to be taking off to change our home base from Mexico to United States.
Changing plans. I had so much to do this morning, but the dentist just called and asked us to come in early, so.
And we're all about just flowing. That's kind of the way it is here.
My hair was looking so good today, but it's so hot outside. She's getting her braces off today.
Now, she did get them off before, but they weren't quite finished, but it was her quince. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it below. So, we put them back on when we got back, and now she's gonna remove them. And yes, our dentist is on the end door. She's had her braces on for about 2 years, I think.
I was wrong, the weather is so nice.
Maybe longer. And today's the final, so I'm gonna ask her to get a shot of all the payments that we made to see what the tally was, because I don't really know how much it all came out to.
We love the dentist so much, and we're so gonna miss her. I almost want to just tell her to do mine. Pretend I'm 16, why not?
She does it in a very custom way, kind of like pay as it's needed. So every time we get in tightened, we pay. If there's something new she has to do, we pay. Very reasonable amounts, of course. But. So we started the process in September 2021, and they took them off now. And according to this paperwork, the tally was 49,900 pesos.
Oh my god, I love her so much. She's so great.
Now, yes, she's a fabulous dentist, but after doing everything she needed to do, she spent like 30 minutes speaking to us about our move to Miami, sharing her experience with her family and about change in general. Her mom had somebody passed away that made her not quite grasp the new reality she was living in, and she ended up getting sick. She got sick from her throat. So there's such a huge connection between emotions and the physical, and such an important lesson for me to absorb right now before we take off again with my illness.
So one of the things I love the most about being here is how people truly seem to care about you. Like the dentist, for example. Like, we had a professional relationship. Yeah, she sat there and spoke to me for like 30 minutes about my move back. And she was so insightful because everything that she said, it's like if she had read my fortune, because it was so on point. Because we can plan, but the universe always knows better.
And I think when you're allowed room to flow, it's when these things happen at the right time for the right reason.
Oh my god. During Christmas, I saw some giant reindeer and I wanted them. I didn't buy them. I have not seen them again. Regrets. Look at all those. Look at the kitty cat. I will be back. So we're going to a Venezuelan restaurant because I'm from Venezuela. So we had to eat Venezuelan food.
After my last video, I was really craving my roots.
I love that people here are so proud of where they came from. And we have so many indigenous people that wear their outfits proudly. They don't choose the way they dress based on what's popular at the moment. Every piece has a significance for them, so it's more intentional. Something I always strive to be, and that Mexico has inspired me to be even deeper.
I want to do that. I want to wear my expression of self proudly. This was a bummer. Such a bummer. But we went a couple of doors down and found this pretty little place that I've never been to before. Look at it. It is my daughter couldn't believe that I've never been here because it's so my style. I love anything with a good vibe. Like, what better place to drink a cup of coffee?
So the Venezuelan restaurant was closed, unfortunately.
So yeah, I'm a little bit bummed that I didn't get to eat Venezuelan food, but I guess we'll have to do it another day. I'm gonna miss Japanese coffee and Japanese cacao. Oh my god, it's great that it's like a healthy drink.
Thank you, Kat, for my drink today. It's delicious. It's cacao with almond milk, and it has a little bit of cinnamon on top. So good. Did you know that cinnamon is bark? Just thought I'd share it.
Please excuse my random thoughts.
So with the doctor, we discussed, well, many things, because it was like a long 30-minute conversation. But what really touched me is how she emphasized that as we grow, we should never stop learning and try to improve ourselves and really trying to get out of the funk, if you would. I shared with her, like, I was going back home, and she was very adamant to never stop living life the way we do and the way we have created our life, and to always pursue like what makes us happy. That the focus on others sometimes distract us from our core. And it was so insightful, and it was almost as she knew me and if she had experienced my life. Obviously we've been working with her for over 2 years, or about 2 years, so she knows that we travel a lot and things like that. But it was amazing to have her take 30 minutes out of her busy day to kind of give us advice on what's ahead of us, because going back to the United States, it's such a big deal when you've been traveling for 6 years.
Because yes, we were recently in the US, but we were there as travelers. You know, we stayed at people's houses. We, kind of lived out of our suitcase. This is gonna be the first time in a very long time that we actually have our own place in the United States.
We're back and we can resume activities because I had so much to do this morning. We flow with our day because I think that's culture here. It's very common for people to change schedules, and it's not really frowned upon. In fact, the other day, my gas got dropped off and I wanted to pay with a credit card, and the credit card machine that the guy was carrying was out of battery. He literally left it plugged in at my house and came back an hour later. Like, talk about flowing. That to me is like the epitome of flowing. Now that's what originally my video was going to be like before we got called to the dentist. Because I have to pack eventually, right? Wait, let's do something first. Where do you keep your suitcases? We're missing one that we left a friend. Okay, back to this. Do I have a color palette? Yes, of course, maybe. I don't think I ever meant to, but like those are almost the same. I do this kind of green often. This is the only lavender thing I have, but see how it's kind of like toasty? So I think I'm not taking any of this. And all of this is like bedding, and this is a couch cover I made in our second home. I want to take that with me. The bedding, I don't want to take. And I don't think I want to take most of this. That's actually for a specific reason. So first of all, I want to try color theory. I've never really tried color theory before, and I'm intrigued as an artist. Like, I love color grading my videos, so why not color grade my life? I'm supposed to be a soft autumn / soft summer. If you know anything about color theory, please help me out. All right, standing in the sunlight. Do you see a difference between the brown and when I hold up the green? Does my face change? I don't know, my eyes are kind of green. So I tend to wear burnt or light color greens. But I don't know, what do you think? Anyways, I would love to experiment with that. But the other thing is that I tend to dress for the area I visit. Do you do that when you travel? I don't really know why this started, but I tend to feel safer, kind of like doing the chameleon thing, you know? Obviously I'm not wearing traditional clothes per se when I'm here, although I have at times, but I do dress completely different here than I do in Miami. That's why I always had a Miami wardrobe and then a here wardrobe. Obviously there's the fact that over there is hot and here's cooler, but here gets really hot too. I've always wondered if it's a safety precaution thing or comfort thing or both. So I know that most of this I wouldn't wear in Miami. Miami's a very fancy place, so I tend to dress up a lot more. And so even though I'm gonna be traveling and I might need a sweater and things, I'd rather stick things like this that just go with everything. So I probably will take this. This is my hiking jacket. I miss hiking so much. But having spoken about how Mexicans wear their culture proudly, I would love to be that. I've never been that. I feel like I've always been a chameleon, probably because I'm a nomad. But I wanna spice things up when I go to Miami and just wear what makes me feel good at all times instead of wearing what I think will help me adapt, if that makes any sense. Because definitely the lesson I want to share today about Mexico is just that, like, I feel like I've learned to be more expressive with my culture, not hide it as much, be more open with it, and wear it loud and proud. And then today, for free, I got lesson number 2, which was make sure to take care of me when I go back. It's very important to, no matter how old you are, always nurture yourself and be open to growth. So I really do hope that I can go back and take care of myself so I don't get sick, but not only physically, but emotionally and mentally. I feel like understanding yourself and understanding what works for you and what makes you feel good in life is imperative for a happy life. So I thank Mexico and I thank the dentist for that lesson too. So anyhow, I am going to probably sell all these things. I'm gonna hold a little shop thing before I leave because there's so much I can't take with me, and then pack the rest. I'm only gonna leave out what I can use for the next 2 months. We're so used to living out of our suitcase anyhow, so it kind of works out. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.